Right now, you have one pitch. You got a fastball. You got a mean fastball.
Yeah.
You got 175 mile an hour fastball too, and that's intensity. If you want to be able to connect with more people, you need to build out some other pitches.
So I can do it like that, but it's like, that's true need. For me, that's like somebody hanging off a building. You feel me?
But
now
everybody's
it's
hanging off
automatic.
the building. Everybody already is. They just may not know it, or they may not be telling you. Walk around America and see how many people love their life. Everybody's hanging off of the building. They're just protecting it because they're too afraid to share it. And so being able to understand what pitch you got to use at what time allows you to help more people. Now you may say, I don't care. I can pitch 175 miles an hour. That's all. That gets me a job in the major leagues. You know, I'm good with that. But then it will create these situations where you feel that you don't fit in, that there's a wall because you're only living in the land of intensity instead of accessing these other pitches, other emotions, other feelings. Everybody is hanging from a building. They're just not opening up to you with what they're struggling with. And you can create a better environment for them to share with you if you learn more pitches.
A lot of times when I'm in life, especially around like a group of people, I become like a wall.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So then I watch all the other people too. And what they doing is they kicking it. I'll justify in my mind like, they just talking bullshit. I don't like the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I can make myself comfortable, disconnected from it. But really they being joyful with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And I even watch you do it. But I know very much so you cut from the same cloth as me. I recognize it. You know what I'm saying? I can see it when I see it. But you still able to exist and still be you. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I need to be because it just makes you more relative to all the people around you. And if my impact and my job is to help people, I gotta be able to deal with people. It's a strange place because like when we go out to the street and we do exercises to like just talk to random people or whatever, I fly on it. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. But it's when I'm around people who may lose, I may lose stock with them. You understand? Because when people deal with me, they always see me to a certain high level. And I don't want to disappoint them. I don't want to not be able to live up to that bar. So it can bring like hesitation in me. It can make me stumble, even though I know inside, shit, I know it. You know what I'm saying? That's not being arrogant. I just know when I come all the way out what I am, it's like almost unstoppable. You know what I mean? And I know that we all got that. Whenever we're in our zone, it's like when you're a kid and you see your favorite cousins come over. And all of a sudden you just light. You know what I'm saying? You talk different, everything is funny, you just move lighter. And I see you done got through certain stages in your life to get to a point of comfort in your own skin like that, where you can move anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And if you could just share that with me.
The thing, and listen, I think you already got a lot of it, to be honest. Like I think the thing that breaks through is making it about them and not you. Making it about caring about that person who's in front of you. And I've seen you do it like, earlier, even today. Like, you just voice up and say, "Hey, man, you got to listen to this song." And hey, I got a suggestion for you here. That's what creates the connection. Is that the person feels the love and care coming from you. You got something to say. I think the skill set would be. You like baseball?
I played baseball when I was a kid.
You play baseball?
Yeah.
You have, right now, you have one pitch. You got a fastball. You got a mean fastball. You got 175 mile an hour fastball too, and that's intensity. If you want to be able to connect with more people, you need to build out some other pitches, still based out of love. So I've been doing this all day. You know, the group before you, I had a woman here. We're telling her story, and she was crying her way through it. And I'm getting a little teary-eyed talking to her about it, right? So for me to come at her with intensity is the wrong move. It's not gonna help her in that moment. In a different moment, when I pushed her to like, you need to go outside and film this thing right now. Yesterday, she did it, and she needed the intensity then, but it's uncalled for in this moment. And so being able to understand what pitch you gotta use at what time allows you to help more people. Now you may say, I don't care. I can pitch 175 miles an hour. That's all. That gets me a job in the major leagues. You know, I'm good with that. But then it will create these situations where you feel that you don't fit in, that there's a wall because you're only living in the land of intensity instead of accessing these other pitches, other emotions, other feelings. Like some people, if I look at the content that I profile, like you got Eric Thomas, who's gonna yell at you through everything, right?
Yeah.
He'll yell at you to go to the bathroom. He'll yell at you like whatever. He'll make you excited, but he'll yell at you. And then you'll have Oprah who will hug you through everything. They're often both saying the same thing, just different styles. And the more you can expand just the style to meet people where they're at, it allows you to have the impact that you want.
Okay.
But that's a decision. Do you want to just be the 175, I'm always intense and that's it? Or do you want to be able to reach more people?
This is the thing, like, when it's like a person needs me, then I can do whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
Everybody needs you.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But it's like, it gotta be like real need. Like I can feel, like I was talking to one of our Believe Nation teammates earlier, Miss Anka, all right? And she was talking to me and she was in a vulnerable state. I understand that. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk to her exactly what she needs, and not to manipulate it, but to tell her how it is she needed to influence her to get to the water so she can drink. You understand what I'm saying? And I can style it just like that, just like I need to. And it's all sincerity because I understand what I would want somebody to say to me in that moment in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I can do it like that, but it's like, that's true need. For me, that's like somebody hanging off a building. You feel me?
But
now
everybody's
it's
hanging off
automatic.
the building. Everybody already is. They just may not know it, or they may not be telling you. Walk around America and see how many people love their life. Everybody's hanging off of a building. They're just protecting it because they're too afraid to share it. And so that's where if you're coming at it with intensity, that'll break through for some people to give them the willingness to share it with you. And for others, even what you did last night on the live stream, you know, saying, hey, don't just wave at me, tell me something, give me something, I want to help. Every one of those people need your help. They're hanging from a building. They haven't come and told you. You yelling at them, for some people, is the exact thing. It's like, man, he's been telling me I got to get up and I got to ask a question. For some, you yelling at them is the worst thing. Like, I need someone to be a little more understanding. I don't want to get on this question just to be, destroyed. So everybody is hanging from a building. They're just not opening up to you with what they're struggling with. And you can create a better environment for them to share with you if you learn more pitches. If you want to.
I mean, it's what I have to.
Well, then look at it like this. Like, you're here, people are sharing and they're trying. You're saying they're full of BS. I'm saying they're trying.
I don't mean to that extent. Like, when we sharing and everything, when we in the zone, like, that's just what's going on with you. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like when we sitting at dinner.
Yeah.
That shit's beyond uncomfortable for me. Like, beyond uncomfortable. And the people all cool as hell, you know what I'm saying? Then they start complimenting you. That shit make it worse. Be honest, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that type of situation is what bugs me. But like anything else, any pressure situation, or somebody in trouble, bro, that's automatic. Honestly, I don't do any of that. It just happens. I'll see it and I'll just move. I don't even stand up in my head.
Dude, I know.
You know
that's your fastball, dude. You crushed the fastball.
Yeah.
It's the other stuff.
Yeah.
So, listen, I'm an introvert. I don't like group dinners. I don't hang with people. I don't hang out to hang out.
That's my point,
right?
dog. But when I watch you, I know that.
Because
like, I can tell.
But when I'm at the meals, like, I love it because I'm not talking to the whole table. I'm talking to Adam. I'm talking to Bo. And if we have a conversation over dinner, that's real for me. I'm not gonna say, hey, so, those Blue Jays, those Tigers, what do you think? Like, I'm not asking stupid questions. I hate small talk. So I'm gonna take a group conversation. I always section it down to one person at a time. So it's just who's around me. So I had some great time with Adam, Nina, you, Benjamin, just thinking about kind of who's around me in my circle. And I try to focus on making a connection with those people.
Man, it's more than that though, bro, because I be sitting there. You still operating. You understand what I'm saying? Not like, I don't want to use the term like work in the room, because you're not. But what you are is like, you making everybody comfortable. Because you know, to a certain extent, they want some of your attention, some of your love, some of your approval. Approval, we use that word. You see what I'm saying?
It's all, I'm not strategic like that. I'm not walking around trying to think, because I don't like it, because I see people do it. Like when you're at a wedding and the bride and groom go to every table and take a picture just to make everybody kind of touch them, right? Me having to go to some wedding just because if I don't show up, it's going to be a stain, right? It's going to look bad, but nobody's even going to care if I'm there or not, really. Like, I hate that kind of stuff. When I get up and like, I really wanted to talk to Richard last night. And so I made a choice that I see him walking, I'm going to go talk to him.
Good.
When I pulled you aside walking to the restaurant, it wasn't strategic. It wasn't like, I haven't talked to Bo yet. I got to make sure he's comfortable.
I don't think it's deliberate.
Yeah.
At all.
But it's just caring. It's just love. Like, you find a way. I see you. You're in your head. I don't even know if anything's wrong at all. I'm just like, hey man, what are you thinking about? I didn't know if there was a problem or not. I just want to get inside your head and just see how you operate. You wrestling with something? Can I help? No. You want to? If you just said, hey man, I just need some alone time. That's cool. I'll keep going. Talk to somebody else. I love the one-on-one connections.
Yeah, me too.
And so then I look for ways to create one-on-one connections. And so if it's at a group dinner, I don't see it as, if I think of it as a group dinner, it seems overwhelming and I'm like, I don't want to go. But I think of it as I can make a bunch of one-on-one connections. Everybody wants my time because I'm the host and they're here to see me, but I don't get to see everybody at every dinner. I'm usually just sitting down and whoever's around me, we have some great conversation. We happen to be close at both dinners. It's great. So if you can structure so that I know a lot of people are talking about stuff that I don't care about. Right? Yeah. I don't judge it as BS. I just know that I just think different. But when you're talking to me, we're gonna have a conversation. Right? So they might be talking about the Raptors game and the Bucks game last night, or they might be talking about the president or some stupid thing that happened. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I got nothing to share on that topic. But I come from a place where I feel like I can find a way to connect with somebody because I got something to bring with anybody. I got to figure out the path in to realize where they're hanging from the building so that I can give some value. So even though they're here, my wife would chit chats with people from her kindergarten class. I don't do that. I don't keep in touch with anybody. Like, I'll never just DM you and say, hey man, what's up? Want to hang? Never. But you need me for something? I'm here. Let me know. Always.
So you're saying you don't see it as like talking about a basketball game. You see it as them trying to engage you. And if you don't reach out and engage them, then now they don't got, you know what I'm saying? You left them. You left them dead. Yeah,
and it's where most people are at. Like, most people don't know. The types of conversations you like having, people aren't used to. It's not their default. Your default is not most people's default. And so, one, when they're talking to other people about the basketball game or vacation or some topic that you couldn't care less about, one, don't judge them, whatever. They're getting some connection there. They're bonding. They value that more than you do. It's okay. It's BS to you, but they're happy. So if they're happy with it, great, be happy. But when they're talking to you, they're falling from a building somewhere. They're hanging. And you need to create the environment to open up that conversation. And then you'll go in, and the conversation with you will likely be way deeper and more rich than with others. And if you just go in thinking, I'm gonna try to have 5 life-changing conversations today with different people. But to do that, I gotta break them down because they're coming in with a different modality.
The whole judgment part of it, I don't think it's bullshit. I actually know a lot about everything. It's just what I do. But I'll say it to myself like that to keep me from having to deal with that. Keep me from having to deal with it. Keep me from having to do it. You see what I'm saying?
But you don't have to say that to do it.
Yeah.
You do you. If they want to do it, who cares? Like, if they're happy. Listen, I could want everybody to change the world, but that's not everybody's mission. If you're happy, if you said, man, I'm happy just being a fisherman all day long, I'm pumped for you, man. I just want you to be happy, that's all. If you say, I want more to life and this is what makes me happy, I'm going to help you get there. But not everybody is driven to want to serve. Like, my wife wants to serve her family, the 25 closest people. I want to serve the world. But that makes her happy. That's okay. So you don't have to say, like, you be you.
Yeah, I feel that. We on two different planes. I'm looking for like a switch to flip. You see what I'm saying? Which is, I know, definitely a mistake, because that would be artificial. But I'm looking for like, all the talking and kicking it with somebody, I'm good at all that stuff. But it's like when people do that, I use bullshit for lack of a better word, because it's kind of what it is. It's fodder. You know what I'm saying? They just in between, just making light comments and all other stuff. I just don't do it. But if I'm around my inside people, like I am, like I'm unbelievably
So are you pissed that
attracted.
they're doing it with each other or doing it with you?
Say it again?
Are you pissed that they're doing it with each other or that they're doing it with you?
Nah, I'd be jealous that I can't just do it as easily as they do. That's what it is. And I know the only reason is not because I'm not capable. I'm actually like incredibly charming with people I know. It's just the fact that I won't step out there to show myself, that part. You know what I'm saying? The other part, I got no problem, because I know what I know. I learned it the hard way. So a motherfucker can't even contend. I chop them in half with absolute raw facts and the absolute truth.
I know, dude. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But then that's your challenge for tonight. That's it. You gotta find, if it's a thing of, if it's a difference between I think it's BS or I'm jealous and I want to be able to connect with people. Because if you want to connect with people, now you're saying I want to develop a different pitch besides the fastball. That's the thing. Like for me, I'm not judging. You want to only live in fastball lane? I'm pumped for you. But you're saying I want to be able to do the other thing too. So now you got to learn how to throw a changeup. You don't know how to throw a changeup yet. Great. How do you do it? You practice. So you're going to sit down tonight. You're going to have 4 or 5 people around you, and your goal is each one of these people, I'm going to try to have a non-intense conversation with.
Non-intense.
Yeah.
Man, it come down to a confidence issue, be honest. All that other shit was just a bunch of words. It come down to a confidence issue, because that's what it is. Because I'm funny as hell, I'm all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm like, if I'm around my homeboys or around my folks, and even this situation, this whole environment is just different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from Detroit.
Your home crew. I know,
you know
dude.
what I'm saying?
This
like,
is great.
Yeah.
But this is how you actually build confidence, is stepping in and doing the difficult thing. You're going to connect with some person from small town Kentucky and try to find a way to talk about something non-intense, and that's your challenge. And then you do it, and it may be awkward, and then you're pumped, like I tried. And I'm going to make it better. And listen, you're in a pretty super supportive group of people
no doubt.
who will go on this journey, even if you led with it, even if you led the conversation and said, you know what, I really suck at small talk, but I'm kind of jealous of how you guys all do it, so I want to try. And like, you lead with that, dude. That's the opening, right? And then you realize that it's actually not that hard to make a connection with people. Once you get into it, it's not that difficult. You just got to take the step. Especially with someone like you. Like you study psychology, man. You're a psychologist, even though you didn't go to school for it. Like,
absolutely.
Right?
Psychology, sociology, science of life.
You'll be able to figure it out. You can learn that faster than other people can pick it up. You just decided that it's BS and you don't want to try because you're not good at it at the start, but you'll pick it up quick.
I'm not good at it with strangers. Not even strangers, dog. With a stranger, I can with them all day. But if it's like an acquaintance, like these people have a certain image of me right now. You understand me? And more often than not, whenever people come around me, it's a high image. And I don't want to share that image.
But you need to.
Absolutely.
Like, who cares? Here's the thing, they'll actually love you more if they get to know the whole thing, not just Intenspo. Because they'll come to Intenspo for something, but then they'll go somewhere else for other stuff and say, hey man, this is a whole human. Like, you should have gone karaoke with him last night.
Yeah. But I was dead.
No, that's fine. But you went on Instagram, you did your live stream, right?
And that's what I was dead from, to be honest with you. That's why I'll tell you one thing about his course, it changes you. That's why I couldn't even sleep. That's why I couldn't sleep. I was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all took certain things that I do and you changed them. And I know it's right. I know it's right. It's what I came here for. I came for structure. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that was just on my, ever since that happened, the class with Alex, that's all that was in my mind. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to sing no karaoke song. That's all I could think about. And it was bothering me to that point that I know it's exactly right. That's how I know it was right, because it struck me that much. It had that much impact on me. You know what I mean? So that's just a side story.
No, I love it, dude. So that's your challenge for tonight?
Absolutely, I'm with it. And it's funny because when you put it in a challenge form, then I'm all for it.
You gotta do it, man, of course.
When it's like that, I'll be like, man, hell yeah, I ain't gonna let nothing beat me.
That's why, dude, I'm throwing the fastball at you.
Yeah. All right, I'm with it.
Because you respond to fastball.
Yeah, I do.
Somebody else, I gotta throw something else.
Yeah. All right, that's cool, man. That's cool. My brother.
I love it, man.
If you want to spend some one-on-one time with me, I have a special offer happening right now. Go check out the website right next to me. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.